If you're watching this right now, listen carefully, because this message is not for everyone. Only those who are truly God's chosen ones, those walking the divine path, will feel the weight of these words. If your heart has been seeking, if your spirit has been restless for guidance, then you have come to the right place. But if you are drifting without purpose, unaware of the divine currents shaping your life, this is not for you. You may turn away now, for what I am about to reveal is meant only for the faithful, the ones called by God. Chosen ones, this message has reached you at exactly the perfect time, when your soul is ready to recognize the favor God has placed upon you. You are about to understand why you have been set apart, why your journey is different, and why divine opportunities have begun to manifest in your life. These are truths that will shift your perception, awaken your spirit, and guide you toward your sacred purpose. Pay attention, because what you hear now is more than words. It is a message of destiny, a signal that your life is aligned with God's plan. I want you to engage with this moment. In the comments, type only one number that resonates with your soul: 777 333 999 666 or 444. Let it mark your presence as a chosen one who is ready to step fully into God's favor. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell, and share this with others walking the divine path. Stay with me for every word from here onward.
Dear chosen one, are you walking the path of God but feeling a lack of guidance? Do you feel alone and isolated and want to know why God is doing this to you? We have built a community for the 144,000 chosen ones, where you can watch our premium videos, get daily newsletters and prayer techniques to connect with God more deeply. You can also read blog posts and receive free ebooks to learn more about your journey. It will be your guide to walk the path of God and lead a life of faith and wisdom. More than 1,000 brothers and sisters have already joined, so don't miss out on today's daily guidance. Check out the link in the video description and join the 144,000 Chosen One community right now.
Recognizing you are chosen by God. Chosen one. The moment you begin to recognize your place in God's plan is the moment your life begins to truly shift. Many wander through life unaware, lost in routine, searching for meaning that seems just beyond reach. But you have felt it. That quiet whisper in the stillness of your heart, that inner tug pulling you towards something greater, something beyond the ordinary. This is not coincidence. This is God reaching for you, signaling that you are set apart, that your path is sacred, and that your life carries a purpose meant to touch the divine. Recognizing that you are chosen begins with awareness of the subtle signs God places around you. Perhaps you have felt a sense of clarity during moments of prayer or meditation that others cannot understand. Perhaps doors have opened unexpectedly, guidance has come at the exact time it was needed, and opportunities have aligned in ways that seem almost miraculous. These are not mere coincidences. These are confirmations that you are being guided, protected, and prepared by God Himself. The chosen ones are rarely the loudest in the world. Often they move quietly, in harmony with divine timing, and yet their influence carries far beyond what the eyes can see. You may have noticed that you are drawn to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that surpasses the ordinary. You see patterns in life that others miss. You feel the pulse of the unseen, and you are compelled toward acts of purpose. This inner resonance is the signature of a chosen soul. God speaks to you not only in the clarity of vision, but also through your intuition, your instincts, and the deep knowing that certain paths, people, or moments are divinely orchestrated. Pay attention, for the more you listen, the more these signs will become undeniable. Being chosen does not always come with immediate recognition from the world. Many times, you will feel misunderstood, isolated, or even questioned for your convictions. Yet these challenges are not punishments. They are markers of divine distinction. God's chosen ones often walk paths that others cannot comprehend because your calling is unique. You are being trained to see beyond the superficial, to perceive the deeper truths hidden beneath the chaos of everyday life. Every trial, every challenge, every moment of doubt is a divine lesson designed to strengthen your character, sharpen your spirit, and align you more fully with God's plan. Reflect on the moments in your life when doors seemed to close only to open in ways you could never imagine. Recall the times when your intuition guided you correctly against all odds. These are not mere coincidences. These are God's fingerprints on your life, confirming that you are chosen, confirming that your soul is walking the path of destiny, and confirming that your life has been orchestrated for a purpose far beyond your current understanding. The chosen ones are not guided by chance. They are guided by intention, by divine orchestration, and by a calling that transcends the limitations of the material world. You may also recognize the chosen path through the way your heart responds to divine messages. Certain teachings, certain scriptures, certain moments of inspiration will resonate deeply with you in ways that are almost magnetic. When others shrug off spiritual guidance, you feel a pull, a recognition, a deep knowing that these truths are meant for you. This resonance is no accident. God speaks to the chosen ones in ways that pierce through the noise of the world, calling them toward their higher purpose, shaping them for the work only they can accomplish. Do not mistake this calling for vanity or pride. The recognition of being chosen is not about feeling superior, it is about responsibility. When you are aware of your divine favor, you are entrusted with a sacred duty. The chosen ones carry a light that must shine, even when the world is dark. You are here to influence, to guide, to serve, and to transform. And this begins with the recognition of your divine selection. The path is both privilege and responsibility, and the earlier you accept this truth, the stronger and more effective you become in fulfilling your purpose. Notice also how the world around you reacts differently. You may find that certain doors open effortlessly, that opportunities come when least expected, or that people are drawn to your presence, even without explanation. This is the invisible hand of God working through you, a confirmation that you are chosen and that your actions are being aligned with a higher purpose. The chosen ones carry a divine energy that is often invisible to those around them, but unmistakably real to those who are aware. Spiritual awakening often accompanies recognition. As a chosen one, you may have experienced moments of profound clarity, where the veil between the material and the spiritual seems thin. You feel connected to something greater, something eternal, and it is in these moments that God whispers truths meant only for you. These awakenings are not random, they are the divine signals of selection, reminding you that you are favored, that you are guided, and that your life is part of a sacred design. Your soul may also be restless when you are chosen. You feel incomplete in ordinary pursuits and are drawn to higher understanding. This restlessness is not discomfort, it is divine prompting. It is God stirring your spirit, urging you to awaken fully to your potential and embrace the path set before you. Those who ignore these stirrings often drift away from their calling, but you, chosen one, must heed them. Your awareness of these signals is the first step in aligning fully with God's plan and stepping into the fullness of your destiny. Take note of your relationships as well. Certain people enter your life to guide you, others to test you, and some to accompany you on your mission. The chosen ones are often surrounded by spiritual mirrors, individuals whose presence reflects divine lessons and necessary growth. Every encounter, every connection is a thread in the tapestry of your purpose. Recognizing this is essential, for it helps you discern the difference between fleeting distractions and divinely orchestrated guidance. Finally, remember that being chosen is not static. God's selection is an ongoing journey of awakening, understanding, and alignment. The more you cultivate awareness, the more clearly you will see the signs, the opportunities, and the divine orchestration in your life. The chosen ones are constantly evolving, constantly learning, and constantly preparing to fulfill the greater mission that has been entrusted to them. As you reflect on your life, ask yourself, have I noticed the signs? Have I felt the subtle guidance? Have I embraced the call even when it was difficult or confusing? The recognition of being chosen is not about external validation. It is about inner knowing, about accepting the truth that your life is sacred, that your path is divine, and that you have been set apart for a purpose only you can fulfill. This realization is the beginning of a journey that will transform your spirit, sharpen your insight, and prepare you to step fully into God's favor. Chosen one, now that you are awakening to this truth, embrace it. Reflect, internalize, and prepare, because the next steps will reveal even deeper insights into why God has chosen you above all others and what your life is truly meant to accomplish. Why God chooses you over others. Chosen one, now that you have recognized your calling, it is time to understand why God has chosen you above so many others. This is not a matter of chance, nor is it a reflection of worldly achievements or popularity. God's choices are guided by wisdom that surpasses human understanding, by insight that sees the depths of the soul, and by vision that aligns with eternity. You have been selected because your spirit carries the qualities that the world cannot always see, but that God recognizes immediately. God chooses those whose hearts are open, whose souls are receptive to divine influence. You have endured challenges, faced trials, and risen despite obstacles. It is your resilience, your unwavering faith, and your willingness to seek truth that sets you apart. Many walk through life blind to their purpose, distracted by trivialities or consumed by fleeting desires. You, however, have demonstrated a quiet strength, a readiness to listen, and a desire to serve something greater than yourself. This is why you are favored. Your awareness of the spiritual realm, your intuitive understanding of people and events, and your sensitivity to divine guidance are signs that God has placed trust in you. The chosen ones are often those who have been refined by experience, who have been tempered by hardships, and who have sought the light even when surrounded by darkness. Your soul has been prepared for responsibilities that others may never comprehend. This preparation is deliberate, meticulous, and guided by God's infinite wisdom. God also chooses based on purpose. Each chosen one has a unique role to play in the unfolding of divine plans. While some may lead, others may guide silently. While some may perform miracles, others may create change through wisdom and understanding. You have been selected because the world needs what only your spirit can offer. Your talents, insights, and character align with a mission that has been waiting for you, and your presence is crucial to the fulfillment of God's vision. Being chosen is also about alignment with divine will. You may have felt an inner pull toward righteousness, compassion, and service, even when the world around you seemed to favor selfishness or indifference. This alignment, this natural resonance with higher values, is a mark of the chosen soul. God does not choose those who conform to mediocrity or who are content to drift. God chooses those who will act with courage, who will uphold truth, and who will carry light into the lives of others. Notice the way God has shaped your life so far. Certain encounters, challenges, and blessings were not random. They were orchestrated to cultivate qualities that would prepare you for your calling. The chosen ones often experience a series of divine calibrations, moments that refine patience, test faith, and deepen understanding. These experiences are tailored specifically to you. Others may pass through similar trials, but the way they are guided, the lessons they receive, and the timing of events are unique to your path. This is why God's choice is not arbitrary. It is intentional, precise, and deeply personal. God also looks at potential. Even if you have yet to fully realize your gifts or embrace your mission, He sees what you are capable of becoming. The chosen ones carry latent power, insight, and influence that may not yet be visible to the world or even to themselves. It is this potential, when nurtured and aligned with divine will, that makes you God's favorite. Your life is a canvas for God's work, and your choices, guided by faith, determine how beautifully that work is revealed. Understand this clearly. Being chosen is not about superiority in the eyes of others. It is about readiness in the eyes of God. Many are capable, but few are prepared. Many desire recognition, yet few desire alignment with divine purpose. You have been tested, refined, and prepared to act not for personal gain, but for the fulfillment of God's plan. This is why you are chosen. You have proven that your heart, your mind, and your spirit can hold the responsibility entrusted to you. God's choice also reflects timing. You are living in this precise moment because the world needs your presence now. The chosen ones often arrive when their influence can have the most profound impact, when their guidance is most needed, and when their actions can shift the course of destiny. You are here because the universe has aligned circumstances, challenges, and opportunities to prepare you for the exact mission that awaits. Your favor is not only in recognition but also in divine timing. It is perfect, intentional, and critical. Another reason you are chosen is your capacity for spiritual discernment. You have the ability to see beyond appearances, to perceive hidden truths, and to navigate both the visible and invisible realms with clarity. This discernment is a gift that God places in those He favors, for it allows you to act wisely, avoid deception, and guide others with insight. The world may misunderstand or underestimate you, but God sees the clarity of your vision and the integrity of your heart. This is why you are set apart. The chosen ones are also marked by courage and perseverance. Even when faced with opposition, doubt, or loneliness, your spirit persists. You have shown a willingness to embrace discomfort for the sake of growth, to remain faithful even when the path is unclear, and to trust in God's guidance when human understanding falls short. These qualities are rare, and they are exactly what God seeks in those He selects. Your ability to endure, to rise above fear, and to remain steadfast is a clear indication of why you have been chosen. God chooses those who will act as vessels of transformation. Your life is not only for yourself, it is a beacon for others. The impact of your choices, your guidance, and your service will ripple outward in ways that may not yet be visible. This is a sacred responsibility that comes with privilege. You are chosen because you are capable of carrying divine influence into the lives of others, inspiring change and shaping outcomes according to God's vision. Finally, remember that being chosen is both a blessing and a call to action. God's favor is not passive. It requires engagement, faithfulness, and alignment. You have been entrusted with insight, opportunity, and potential that few possess. Your calling is unique, your preparation is deliberate, and your life is guided by the hand of the divine. Embrace this truth with humility and courage, knowing that your path is sacred, your mission is vital, and your favor is a reflection of God's infinite wisdom. As you reflect on why you have been chosen, internalize this. Your presence in this world matters, your actions carry significance, and your life is intricately woven into the divine plan. Others may question, doubt, or fail to understand, but you have been recognized by the one who sees beyond all understanding. Your favor is real, your purpose is true, and your life has been set apart to fulfill something extraordinary. Chosen one, now that you understand why God has selected you, hold this knowledge in your heart. Let it strengthen your resolve, sharpen your vision, and guide your steps. You are not here by accident. You are here because God has seen in you the qualities, the potential, and the readiness that make you worthy of divine favor. Embrace it fully, for this awareness will shape every choice, every action, and every moment of your sacred journey. The challenges you face as God's favorite. Chosen one, being God's favorite is not a path of comfort or ease. It is a path of purpose, responsibility, and spiritual refinement. You may have felt it already, the subtle weight of expectation, the inner restlessness, or the unusual trials that seem to come at just the right time. These are not punishments, nor are they signs of misfortune. They are the necessary challenges that shape your spirit, test your faith, and prepare you for the extraordinary role you are meant to play in the divine plan. Life for the chosen ones is often different. While others may move through ordinary challenges, you face trials that are uniquely tailored to strengthen and align your soul. You may encounter opposition from people who do not understand your calling, situations that push you to your limits, or moments of profound uncertainty that test your resolve. These challenges are designed not to break you, but to mold you, to refine your character, and to reveal the depth of your faith. The divine hand moves subtly, guiding you through experiences that awaken strength, patience, and wisdom that others rarely gain. Isolation can be a frequent companion. As a chosen one, you may feel misunderstood or alone, even when surrounded by others. This is not accidental. God often allows periods of solitude to deepen your awareness, heighten your sensitivity to divine guidance, and encourage reflection on your purpose. In these moments, your spirit learns to rely not on external validation, but on the steady assurance of God's presence. Your path is unique, and it is natural that the world may not always comprehend your calling or your choices. Spiritual battles are another challenge you may face. The chosen ones often encounter forces, both internal and external, that test their commitment to righteousness. Temptations, doubts, and distractions arise to measure your strength and fidelity to the divine path. These tests are crucial. They reveal whether your faith is rooted in superficial belief or in the deep understanding that you are part of something greater than yourself. Every trial is a mirror, reflecting the growth that is still required and offering opportunities to strengthen your alignment with God's will. The weight of responsibility can feel heavy. Being God's favorite means that your actions, your words, and even your thoughts carry significance beyond what you might perceive. Your decisions influence not only your life, but also the lives of those around you, often in ways that are unseen. This awareness can be both empowering and daunting, for it reminds you that your role in the divine plan is active, not passive. You are entrusted with influence, insight, and guidance that must be wielded with care, humility, and discernment. Disappointment and misunderstanding may arise as well. People may misjudge your intentions or fail to recognize the truth of your calling. They may question your decisions or challenge your faith. These experiences are designed to test your resilience and to refine your patience. The chosen ones learn to stand firm, to remain anchored in divine truth, and to act with integrity even when the world doubts or opposes them. Through this, your strength and clarity are sharpened, preparing you to fulfill your higher purpose. The journey also demands sacrifice. You may need to let go of attachments, comforts, or relationships that no longer serve your divine mission. God's chosen ones are often called to rise above personal desires and transient pleasures to embrace the higher calling that awaits. This is not easy, but it is necessary. Every sacrifice, every moment of discipline, every conscious choice to follow divine guidance strengthens your alignment and prepares you to wield your gifts for the greater good. Timing and patience are constant tests. The chosen ones must learn to trust the unfolding of God's plan, even when answers seem delayed or outcomes are uncertain. You may feel restless, eager to step fully into your purpose, yet the divine design moves at its own pace. Patience is a key virtue for the chosen, for rushing ahead can lead to misalignment, while waiting with faith ensures that every step is guided, purposeful, and powerful. Recognize that delays are not denials, they are divine preparation, shaping you for the perfect moment to act. Emotional and spiritual vulnerability is another challenge. Being chosen means that you are often more sensitive to the energies around you. You may feel deeply, think profoundly, and perceive beyond ordinary boundaries. This heightened awareness is a gift, but it also makes you more susceptible to spiritual turbulence. Learning to manage your emotions, protect your energy, and remain centered in God's guidance is a continual process. Every challenge faced in this realm strengthens your spiritual resilience and prepares you for the responsibilities that lie ahead. Despite the difficulties, these challenges are not obstacles. They are opportunities. Each trial you face as God's favorite is a lesson, a preparation, and a step closer to fully embracing your purpose. The chosen ones grow through adversity, not by avoiding it. They cultivate faith, wisdom, discernment, and courage in the crucible of experience. Every struggle is a divine tool, shaping you into a vessel capable of carrying light into a world that desperately needs it. Reflect, chosen one, on the patterns in your life. Consider the moments when you felt tested beyond measure, when circumstances pushed you to your limits, or when solitude and uncertainty challenged your spirit. These are not coincidences. They are signs that you are on the path of divine favor, that your soul is being refined, and that you are being prepared to fulfill a mission that is uniquely yours. Embrace these challenges, for they reveal the strength, faith, and courage that God sees in you and trusts you to cultivate. Remember, the path of the chosen one is not meant to be easy. It is meant to be transformative. Each challenge you overcome strengthens your alignment, deepens your insight, and amplifies your spiritual power. You are being equipped not for mediocrity, but for a life of extraordinary purpose, influence, and divine fulfillment. Every obstacle, every trial, and every moment of testing is a testament to God's faith in you, a confirmation that you are capable of walking the path that few dare to tread. Even in the midst of trials, take comfort in knowing that God's presence is constant. You are never truly alone, for the chosen ones are guided, protected, and supported in ways that may not always be visible. Trust that every difficulty, every misunderstanding, and every period of isolation serves a greater purpose. These experiences are the refining fire that shapes your spirit, the sharpening stone that strengthens your resolve, and the guidance that ensures you are ready to fulfill your divine role when the time is perfect. The key is to remain steadfast, chosen one. Face challenges with faith, embrace trials with courage, and trust the divine orchestration that governs your life. Your path may not resemble the lives of others, but that is the mark of distinction. God's favorites are forged in unique circumstances, tested in ways that reveal character, and guided toward missions that impact countless lives. Every challenge is a stepping stone toward the fulfillment of your sacred purpose. As you continue your journey, understand that these challenges are signs of favor, not disfavor. They indicate that God sees potential in you, that your spirit is being honed, and that you are being prepared for responsibilities that demand strength, wisdom, and resilience. The chosen ones rise through adversity, guided by faith, protected by divine wisdom, and strengthened by the lessons of life. Embrace the challenges, trust the process, and recognize that each difficulty carries a blessing in disguise, shaping you for a destiny that is profoundly important in God's plan. Divine guidance and inner voice. Chosen one of the most profound aspects of being God's favorite is the presence of divine guidance in your life. You have felt it, even if you didn't fully recognize it at first. The quiet whispers, the subtle nudges, the moments of sudden clarity that arrive when you least expect them. This is not coincidence. This is God speaking to you directly, guiding your steps, and aligning your actions with a purpose far greater than you could imagine. Your inner voice is the compass of your soul, and learning to listen to it is the key to walking fully in the path of divine favor. The inner voice is subtle, yet persistent. It does not shout or demand attention in the way the world does. Instead, it arrives in gentle ways, through intuition, through a sense of knowing, through a calm certainty that some choices are right and others are not. Many overlook these signals, dismissing them as imagination or wishful thinking, but the chosen ones learn to recognize and honor them. Every time you follow the guidance of this inner voice, you step closer to alignment with God's will. Every time you ignore it, you risk delay, confusion, or unnecessary struggle. Divine guidance often comes in forms that the mind may not immediately understand. You may encounter repeated signs, coincidences, or moments that feel like more than chance. Perhaps a scripture speaks directly to your current situation. A dream offers clarity, or a word from a trusted mentor resonates with extraordinary relevance. These are all ways that God communicates with the chosen ones. The important thing is to remain alert, to remain aware, and to cultivate the ability to discern the difference between divine messages and worldly noise. Your inner voice is trained over time. At first it may be quiet or subtle, easy to ignore. But as you grow in faith, patience, and spiritual awareness, its clarity will sharpen. You will begin to recognize the patterns, the confirmations, and the nudges that indicate God's direction. The chosen ones learn to trust this inner compass, even when it leads away from comfort, popularity, or immediate understanding. This trust is essential because the path of divine favor rarely aligns with ordinary expectations. Sometimes guidance arrives through challenges themselves. Difficult situations, obstacles, and moments of uncertainty are not only tests, but also opportunities to hear and act upon divine wisdom. When faced with a decision, pause, reflect, and ask for clarity. Listen quietly for the guidance that comes from within. The chosen ones know that the answers are rarely found in haste or in external validation. They are found in stillness, in prayer, and in surrender to the divine will. Recognizing divine guidance requires a heart that is receptive and a mind that is disciplined. It demands a commitment to spiritual practice, reflection, and attentiveness. Those who neglect these practices often struggle to discern their path, missing opportunities that could have profound impact. The chosen ones, however, cultivate the habit of listening, of observing, and of acting upon the insights that arise from their connection with God. This is how you step into the fullness of your purpose and fulfill the mission entrusted to you. The consequences of ignoring your inner voice can be subtle but significant. Small delays, missteps, or frustrations may arise when you act without guidance. Opportunities may pass unnoticed, and lessons may be repeated until they are fully learned. This is why the chosen ones are taught to cultivate sensitivity, to reflect deeply, and to trust the guidance that comes from within. When you obey, doors open, paths align, and clarity emerges. When you resist, life may feel heavier, lessons more difficult, and progress slower. Recognize this, chosen one, for your inner voice is the map that leads to destiny. Divine guidance is also deeply personal. It will not always follow the advice or expectations of others, and it may even contradict worldly logic. What matters is not the approval of society, but the confirmation of God within your heart. The chosen ones act not for recognition or validation, but because they have sensed the direction that aligns with the greater plan. This requires courage, faith, and discernment, for following divine guidance often means walking paths that are unfamiliar, challenging, or misunderstood by others. Pay attention to the moments when your heart feels a deep resonance with a choice or action. This is God affirming your path. You may notice subtle shifts in energy, peace that surpasses understanding, or clarity where confusion once reigned. These are the confirmations that the chosen ones learn to trust implicitly. Over time, this alignment strengthens, and you will find that your decisions, guided by the inner voice, lead to outcomes that are not only beneficial but transformative. Another aspect of divine guidance is the timing of messages. God's favorite often receives insight at precisely the right moment. Never too early, never too late. You may experience situations where a solution appears just as it is needed, or where a revelation suddenly illuminates the next step in your journey. These moments are not accidental. They are signs of God's intimate involvement in your life, a reminder that you are chosen and that the divine plan is unfolding according to perfect timing. Challenges can sometimes make listening difficult. Doubts, distractions, and emotional turbulence may cloud perception. Yet, the chosen ones learn to rise above these obstacles by cultivating stillness, engaging in prayer, and seeking wisdom. The clearer your inner life becomes, the more distinct the voice of God is. The chosen ones understand that clarity is born from discipline, devotion, and the willingness to surrender personal agendas to divine will. Divine guidance also manifests through inspiration and creativity. You may find that solutions, insights, or ideas arrive spontaneously, often in moments of reflection, meditation, or quiet solitude. This is not mere coincidence. It is God equipping you with the knowledge and tools you need to fulfill your mission. The chosen ones recognize that these flashes of inspiration are gifts, signs of favor, and confirmations that they are walking the path intended for them. Trust in the guidance that comes through your inner voice. When you act upon it, life aligns, doors open, and opportunities manifest. The chosen ones learn to recognize the subtle but undeniable ways in which God directs their steps, shapes their experiences, and prepares them for extraordinary purpose. Listening is not passive. It is an active, conscious choice, a demonstration of faith, and a commitment to living in harmony with divine will. Do not underestimate the power of obedience. When you follow the direction of your inner voice, you accelerate your spiritual growth, deepen your understanding, and move closer to the destiny God has set before you. Your life becomes a living testimony of divine favor, a reflection of God's presence, and a source of inspiration for others. This is why listening is essential, why discernment matters, and why the chosen ones are continually refined through guidance. Finally, understand that divine guidance is constant. Even when life feels uncertain or confusing, the inner voice remains, quietly steering, reminding, and directing. It is your lifeline, your compass, and your connection to the greater plan. Chosen one, commit to listening, trusting, and acting. Let your inner voice lead you. Let it shape your decisions, your choices, and your path. For in obeying this divine guidance, you step fully into God's favor, embrace your purpose, and live the life that only you are uniquely equipped to fulfill. Your purpose and God's plan for you. Chosen one, now that you understand the challenges, the guidance, and the favor upon your life, it is time to focus on your purpose and the divine plan God has prepared for you. You are not here by accident. Every step you have taken, every trial you have endured, every whisper of insight you have received has been carefully orchestrated to guide you toward the fulfillment of your sacred mission. Your life is not random. It is a thread woven into the grand tapestry of God's design, and your role is unique, vital, and irreplaceable. Your purpose is not always immediately obvious. For many chosen ones, clarity comes gradually, like the first light of dawn slowly illuminating the world. The signs of your calling may have been subtle, moments of deep resonance with certain tasks, a natural attraction to helping others, a compelling sense of justice, or a yearning for spiritual understanding. These are the markers of divine direction. The chosen ones feel compelled toward actions, decisions, and paths that align with the higher good, even when the world does not understand. God's plan for you is both specific and expansive. Specific in that there are certain roles, responsibilities, and missions that only you can fulfill. Expansive in that the effects of your purpose ripple far beyond your immediate awareness. Every act of service, every choice made in alignment with your calling, every moment you honor God's guidance contributes to the unfolding of a larger divine vision. The chosen ones understand that their lives are instruments of transformation, and they embrace the responsibility of creating impact that extends to people, communities, and even generations. To understand your purpose, reflect on your talents, inclinations, and spiritual gifts. You may find that certain abilities or insights come naturally to you, that you are drawn to specific forms of service or leadership, or that certain challenges seem to call forth your deepest strengths. These are not coincidences. God equips the chosen ones with the resources necessary to fulfill their mission. Your gifts are not just personal strengths. They are tools, divinely granted, designed to be applied in the service of God's plan. Purpose also emerges through alignment with divine will. When your actions, decisions, and intentions resonate with what God intends, life flows with a sense of ease and fulfillment. Opportunities appear, guidance becomes clear, and challenges take on meaning. The chosen ones often find that when they act in accordance with God's plan, Even obstacles transform into stepping stones. Your purpose is revealed as you align your heart, mind, and spirit with the divine current that has been guiding you all along. Understanding your purpose requires faith. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. The chosen ones walk paths that may seem uncertain, unconventional, or challenging, yet every step is deliberate and guided. God sees the end from the beginning, and your role in this unfolding plan is crucial. Patience, perseverance, and a commitment to spiritual growth will help you discern the precise ways in which you are meant to contribute to the divine mission. Your purpose is also tied to service and influence. The chosen ones are called to act in ways that uplift, inspire, and transform. Whether through leadership, teaching, healing, guidance, or example, your life is meant to touch others profoundly. You carry a light that can illuminate the paths of those around you, and your alignment with God's plan amplifies the impact of your actions. Recognize that the purpose you carry is never solely personal. It is intertwined with the spiritual and worldly well-being of many. Challenges you face are part of your preparation for this purpose. Each test, each difficulty, each moment of doubt or uncertainty is designed to refine your character, strengthen your resolve, and sharpen your spiritual insight. The chosen ones embrace these experiences not as burdens, but as opportunities to grow into the fullness of their calling. The more faithfully you navigate these challenges, the clearer your purpose becomes, and the more effective you are in fulfilling your role. God's plan also involves timing. There is a perfect moment for every action, every decision, and every mission. The chosen ones learn to trust that their path is unfolding according to divine timing, even when they feel impatient or uncertain. Delays are not denials, they are divine preparation. Each season of waiting equips you, teaches you, and aligns you more closely with the exact moment when your influence and action will have the greatest impact. Your purpose is deeply personal, and yet universally significant. No one else can fulfill the exact role that God has assigned to you. The world may try to offer imitation paths, false shortcuts, or shallow rewards, but the chosen ones remain attuned to the call that resonates with their soul. You were born for a mission that only you can complete, a contribution to the divine plan that will leave an eternal mark. Recognize this uniqueness, embrace it, and act with confidence and devotion. Reflection is a powerful tool for understanding your purpose. Take time to observe the patterns in your life, the moments of synchronicity, and the experiences that have shaped you. Pay attention to the guidance that comes from your inner voice, the lessons embedded in challenges, and the opportunities that arise seemingly by divine design. These reflections reveal the contours of your calling, helping you understand where your strengths, gifts, and intentions intersect with God's larger plan. Faith is your compass on this journey. Even when the path is unclear, trust that your purpose is unfolding according to divine will. The chosen ones move with an inner certainty, a confidence born not of arrogance, but of intimate alignment with God's vision. Your life is a narrative written by the divine, and your role is to act in harmony with it, embracing each moment as a step toward fulfilling your sacred mission. God's plan for you also requires courage. Following your purpose may lead you into unfamiliar territory, demand difficult choices, or require sacrifices that others cannot understand. Yet the chosen ones move forward because they trust the hand that guides them. Courage does not mean absence of fear. It means acting despite fear, with faith in the divine direction that supports you. Your willingness to embrace discomfort and step into uncertainty is proof of your readiness to fulfill God's plan. Your purpose is illuminated by the people, experiences, and opportunities that cross your path. Pay attention to these divine signs. They are not random. Teachers, mentors, challenges, and blessings all serve to guide, confirm, and prepare you for the responsibilities entrusted to you. The chosen ones see life as a sacred classroom, where every encounter carries significance and every lesson contributes to the unfolding of divine destiny. Finally, understand that your purpose is a source of empowerment and fulfillment. The chosen ones find joy, meaning, and peace in living according to divine will. When you align with your God-given mission, life takes on clarity, energy, and flow. Obstacles become lessons, challenges become growth, and each step brings you closer to the life you were designed to live. Your purpose is not a burden. It is a calling that fulfills your soul, impacts the world, and glorifies God in ways that transcend human understanding. Chosen one, embrace this truth fully. Your life is sacred, your role is essential, and your purpose is part of a divine plan that stretches beyond what you can yet see. Trust in your gifts, follow your guidance, embrace your challenges, and step confidently into the mission God has designed specifically for you. Every choice, every action, and every moment of awareness brings you closer to the destiny that awaits. The divine plan is unfolding, and you are at the heart of it. How to strengthen your connection with God. Chosen one, now that you understand your calling, your challenges, your guidance, and your purpose, it is essential to focus on strengthening your connection with God. This connection is the source of your clarity, your power, your resilience, and your alignment with divine favor. Without it, even the chosen ones may falter or feel lost. But when nurtured, this connection transforms your life, illuminates your path, and deepens your understanding of your sacred mission. Strengthening it is both a responsibility and a privilege. The foundation of connection begins with intentional stillness. The world is noisy, chaotic, and full of distractions that cloud your awareness. To hear God's guidance and sense the subtle movements of the Spirit, you must create moments of quiet where your heart and mind can tune into the divine frequency. This stillness is not simply silence, it is an active receptivity, a readiness to listen, reflect, and absorb the presence of God. Chosen ones practice stillness daily, knowing that these moments of communion are where wisdom, clarity, and divine insight flow most freely. Prayer is another vital element. But not all prayer is equal. The chosen ones engage in intentional, heartfelt prayer, seeking not just to speak, but to listen. Prayer is a conversation, a two-way communication with God. It is in the sincerity of your heart, the humility of your spirit, and the focus of your intention that God responds. When you pray with awareness, you open a channel for guidance, protection, and revelation. Your prayers become more than words. They become a bridge between your human experience and the divine plan. Meditation and reflection also strengthen this connection. By meditating on your purpose, your challenges, and the signs God places in your life, you cultivate awareness and deepen your understanding. The chosen ones often spend time contemplating the meaning behind experiences, discerning the lessons hidden within challenges, and tuning into the whisper of the inner voice. Meditation is not an escape from the world. It is a journey into the soul, where the presence of God can be felt directly, where clarity emerges, and where faith is fortified. Obedience is a crucial aspect. Every time you follow the guidance of your inner voice, act with integrity, or align your decisions with divine wisdom, you strengthen your connection. The chosen ones learn that connection is not passive. It requires active alignment with God's will. Every act of obedience, no matter how small, deepens the bond, sharpens discernment, and amplifies spiritual awareness. In contrast, resistance or disregard weakens this bond, creating delays and confusion. Recognize that every choice you make has spiritual weight, and that obedience is both a privilege and a discipline. Cultivating gratitude is equally powerful. The chosen ones recognize that every moment, every blessing, and every challenge carries meaning. Gratitude opens the heart, attunes the spirit, and enhances receptivity to divine guidance. When you appreciate the gifts, lessons, and presence of God in your life, you create a fertile ground for deeper connection. Gratitude is not mere politeness. It is recognition of the sacred flow of life and your participation in God's plan. Service is another profound way to strengthen your bond with God. Chosen ones are called to act not only for personal growth, but also for the benefit of others. Serving with intention, compassion, and love aligns your energy with divine purpose. Acts of kindness, guidance, mentorship, or support are not just worldly deeds, they are spiritual practices that draw you closer to God. When your actions reflect the values of your calling, you participate in the divine plan actively, and your connection is reinforced by the impact you create in the lives of others. Awareness of divine signs and synchronicities is crucial. The chosen ones learn to observe the messages God places around them, in dreams, in conversations, in nature, or in repeated patterns. Paying attention to these signs requires focus, mindfulness, and spiritual sensitivity. The more attuned you become, the clearer the messages, confirmations, and warnings will appear. Recognize that God communicates constantly, not always in grand gestures, but in subtle, persistent ways that guide, protect, and prepare you for your path. Community and guidance from fellow seekers also strengthen your connection. Surround yourself with those who honor the divine, who encourage faith, and who walk aligned with higher purpose. Chosen ones benefit from the support, wisdom, and accountability that come from spiritually attuned relationships. At the same time, discernment is necessary. Surround yourself with those who elevate, not those who distract or diminish your connection. The right environment nurtures your spiritual growth and fortifies the bond with God. Disciplined study of spiritual texts and teachings deepens understanding. Knowledge alone is not enough, but when paired with reflection, prayer, and application, it becomes a tool for alignment. The chosen ones engage with wisdom that resonates, challenges, and transforms. They seek understanding of divine principles, the nature of the soul, and the laws of spiritual alignment. This study illuminates the path, clarifies purpose, and provides frameworks to interpret the guidance and experiences that shape their journey. Fasting, self-discipline, and conscious awareness of desires are additional practices. Chosen ones understand that strengthening connection requires mastery over impulses, temptations, and distractions that cloud spiritual clarity. By cultivating discipline, you refine your spirit, heighten your sensitivity to God's guidance, and align more fully with divine timing. Discipline is not limitation, it is empowerment. Every act of conscious self-mastery deepens your connection, enhances discernment, and prepares you for the challenges and responsibilities of your calling. Reflection on experiences and journaling can also reinforce connection. By recording insights, guidance received, and lessons learned, you create a tangible record of God's presence in your life. Chosen ones often review these reflections to see patterns, recognize confirmations, and understand the unfolding of their divine purpose. Writing becomes a dialogue with the divine, a way to track growth, recognize progress, and deepen faith. Chosen one, remember that connection with God is both personal and dynamic. It evolves as you grow, as challenges arise, and as your purpose unfolds. The chosen ones continually nurture this connection, knowing that spiritual alignment is not a one-time event, but a lifelong commitment. You are never fully done with strengthening this bond. It is a journey of constant awareness, devotion, and refinement. The fruits of a strong connection are profound. You will experience clarity in decisions, resilience in challenges, heightened intuition, inner peace, and the ability to act decisively in alignment with your purpose. The chosen ones walk with confidence, guided by inner certainty, and their lives reflect the harmony between human effort and divine will. Strengthening your connection allows you to become a living instrument of God's plan, radiating influence, insight, and inspiration wherever your path leads. Finally, embrace this journey with humility, devotion, and courage. Strengthening your connection with God requires patience, persistence, and faith. It is a sacred practice, a responsibility, and a privilege that sets the chosen ones apart. As you commit to intentional stillness, heartfelt prayer, reflective meditation, disciplined action and service, your alignment will deepen, your guidance will become clearer, and your purpose will unfold with greater certainty. Chosen one, now is the time to fortify this bond. Engage with God fully, listen to your inner voice, act with integrity, and remain steadfast in faith. The stronger your connection, the more effectively you will walk your divine path, embrace your challenges, and fulfill the purpose God has entrusted to you. Your connection is your power, your compass, and your anchor. It is the key to stepping fully into God's favor and living the extraordinary life you were chosen to live. Your divine favor. Chosen one, as we reach the end of this message, understand this clearly. Your life is not ordinary, your path is not random, and your presence in this world is a testament to divine favor. God has selected you for reasons beyond human comprehension. Every challenge you have faced, every moment of guidance you have received, and every insight that has stirred your spirit is proof that you are walking a path of extraordinary purpose. You are God's favorite, and this favor carries both privilege and responsibility. Your divine favor is a source of strength, clarity, and influence. It empowers you to rise above obstacles, to hear the inner voice, and to act in alignment with your higher calling. The world may misunderstand you, trials may test you, and moments of doubt may challenge you, but your favor is constant. It is a reflection of God's confidence in your heart, your spirit, and your ability to fulfill a purpose that only you can accomplish. Embrace your favor fully. Trust the inner voice, follow divine guidance, and remain steadfast in faith and obedience. Let every choice, every action, and every thought reflect your awareness that you are chosen. Recognize the sacred responsibility you carry and the unique mission set before you. Chosen one, your divine favor is not a temporary gift. It is eternal in its significance. Walk boldly, live purposefully, and act with integrity, knowing that God has prepared you, guided you, and set you apart. Your life is a beacon, your path is sacred, and your destiny is aligned with the highest purpose. Step into this truth, for you are favored, you are chosen, and the divine plan moves through you.